Assalam-o-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the last topic from the ilm-us-sarf book, part 1, which we are going to discuss in this video. This is the most easiest chapter, I think, but being easy is not mean that you don't have to concentrate or practice this more, because it is the one of the most easiest but the most useful topic which we are going to learn in this video. So kindly concentrate and try to practice, and as well as try to understand what I am going to tell you and teach you in this video. Today we are going to learn about ism-fa'il, ism-maf'ul, ism-zarf, ism-ala, ism-tafzil. Ism-fa'il, ism-maf'ul, ism-zarf, ism-ala, ism-tafzil. And if you are already familiar with the word ism as well as fa'il, maf'ul, zarf. What is new in this video, that is ism-ala and tafzil, but as well as this ism-fa'il is different from the word fa'il which you have learnt in the ilm-us-sarf or ilm-un-nahm also, and this ism-maf'ul is different from the maf'ul which we have learnt in ilm-un-nahm. So what is the difference? First let's talk about what is the difference between ism-fa'il and fa'il, ism-maf'ul and maf'ul, ism-zarf and zarf, and what is ism-ala and ism-tafzil, because this both topic is totally new for you. But in this video we are only going to learn about ism-fa'il and ism-maf'ul, and the next video inshallah we will learn about the ism-zarf, ism-ala, ism-tafzil. Then this will be the end of our first part from ilm-us-sarf. So what is the difference between ism-fa'il and fa'il? Meaning of fa'il is temporary and meaning of ism-fa'il is permanent doer. What is meaning of that? The meaning of fa'il is temporary doer or permanent doer. What does it mean? For example, if you say here, it's written Nasara Zaidun. So Nasara is a work, Nasara is a fail, and Zaidun is the doer of that work. That's why Zaidun is fa'il, and also because Zaidun having nasab, having marfu on it, pesh on it, and we know that the pesh will the fa'il will always have pesh on it. So here Zaid is the doer of Nasara, fail, and Zaid is the fa'il of Nasara. So here Zaid is the person who is helping. Okay, so this is fa'il. And the next example here, Zaidun Nasirun, or you can also write Nasirun Zaidun. Both sentences are okay. There is no difference between both sentences. Okay, so Zaidun Nasirun, but the Zaidun Nasirun is the very authenticate and much used. That's why I write here Zaidun Nasirun. But if you write Nasirun Zaidun, so this will not make the sentence wrong. But according to the rule which we have learned, that the mubtada is always marifa, that's why Zaidun is marifa. That's why I made Zaidun as a mubtada and Nasirun is nakira. That's why I made Nasirun as a nakira. So we are not going to discuss about the mubtada and nakira marifa khabar here. Here we are going to discuss about the Nasirun. Here fa'il is Zaidun, and here Nasirun is ism-fa'il. Here Nasirun is ism-fa'il, and who is the ism, who is fa'il? So here Zaid is fa'il. Here also the work helping is done by Zaid, and here also the helping work is done by Zaid. What is the difference between in both sentences? That here Zaid is only helping someone for a particular time or a specific time. Zaid is not helping someone for the long time, or infinite time. But here in Zaidun Nasirin means that the Zaid is the helper, but he is the permanent helper, or he is a very long time helper. He is not helping someone for a short time. That's why we use Allahu Khaliku. So Khalikun is isme fa'il sega, and Allah is the ism. So Allahu Khaliku means Allah is the creator who create everything, and he is creating everything, and he will create everything. So he is not done with the creation. He is creating something. He is for the human mankind what he need. So what is the difference between the isme fa'il and fa'il is that isme fa'il will give you the permanent meaning, and isme only fa'il will give you just a temporary meaning. For example, if nasara work is finished, if a nasara work is finished, so there is no need of zad, and we will not say zad is a fa'il. Why we will not say zad is a fa'il? Because zad was fa'il until that time when the nasara fail is available. When the work nasara is done, so then there is no fail. That's why there is no fa'il, because the fa'il is only available when there is fail. So if the fail is not available, then there is no need of fa'il. So when the nasara is done, when the nasara fail is done, so there is no need of zad fa'il. This means that zad is only fa'il till the nasara fail is available. When the nasara fail is done, zad will done. But in this case, Zaidun Nasirun, even if the work is done, zad will be the fa'il. Why? Because zad is the temporary permanent fa'il, not a temporary fa'il. So this is the difference between fa'il and isme fa'il. Same thing in also isme maf'ul. What is maf'ul first? Maf'ul is someone whom the work is done. For example, nasara Zaidun Amran. So Zad help Amr. So here fa'il is Zad. Why? Because Zad is helper, and who he helped? He helped Amr. So that's why Amr is maf'ul. So same thing is here maf'ul. But when isme maf'ul means someone who is always needed someone fail or someone work. So the difference between maf'ul and isme maf'ul is that maf'ul is a temporary meaning. Maf'ul will be temporary. As long the fail is live, then that maf'ul will be live, and when the fail is done, then the maf'ul and fa'il will also done. But in isme fa'il or isme maf'ul, the fail and the fa'il and maf'ul is not dependent on fail. They doesn't need a fail. Even the fail is done, the isme fa'il will be always fa'il, and isme maf'ul will always maf'ul. Okay. So and this will be more clear when we learn all these about this in a practical session, inshallah. Maybe I am not able to make you understand properly, but just remember the terms and conditions to use this. You will soon realize how to use, and you will understand yourself, inshallah. So now, how we made isme fa'il? How to recognize isme fa'il? Nasirun is here isme fa'il, Zaribun is here isme fa'il, Sam isme fa'il. So what is similar? Any word which comes, not any word, the word which comes on the pattern of fa'ilun, where fa is the hurufe asli, after that there is alif, then ain is a hurufe asli, that is ain kalima, and then lam. So any word from the fail which comes on the pattern of fa'ilun will be known as isme fa'il. So from nasara bab, nasirun. If you want to make isme fa'il from the kataba, then you will say katibun. If you want to make from kharaja fail, then kharijun. So any fail will be made to isme fa'il by simply following this pattern. Okay, from either it is from the nasara bab or a zaraba bab or sami bab, that doesn't matter. The isme fa'il is made only by this term. So any word which comes on the pattern of this fa'ilun will be isme fa'il. And now have different sega for fail and male and female as well as quantity. So isme fa'il is also wahid, tasniya and jama, as well as muzakkar and muannas. So for muzakkar wahid is nasirun, for tasniya muzakkar is nasirani, and for jama muzakkar is nasiruna, and for female muannas is nasiratun, tasniya muannas is nasiratani, and jama muannas is nasiratun. So from all sega only this pattern is formed. For example, if I want to make from zaraba, so in the wahid muzakkar is zaribun, tasniya is zaribani, and jama is zaribuna, and for muannas zaribatun, zaribatani, zaribatun, and from samiya sami'un, sami'ani, sami'una, sami'atun, sami'atani, sami'atun. Same pattern. And now ism maf'ul, I already explained you how to make ism maf'ul. Any word which comes on the pattern of this, that is maf'ul, it's written already maf'ul. Okay, so maf'ul, ayn having pesh, waw having sakin, and lam having tanween. So maf'ulun. So by following the pattern maf'ulun, from nasara we will have ism maf'ul, that is mansurun, mazrubun, and masmoon. So what is the translation of maf'ul? What is the translation of mansurun? Mansurun means someone who is helped. Okay, so this is also come from tasniya and come for tasniya and jama wahid, and as well as for muzakkar and muannas. So for male wahid, that is mansurun, and from bab zaraba mazrubun, from samiya masmu'un, from karuma makrumun, from fataha maftuhun. Okay, mazrub, mansurani, mansuruna. So mansurani means 2 person who is helped, mansuruna 3 person who is helped, mansuratun means 1 woman who is helped, mansuratani 2 women who is helped, and mansuratani more than 2 women who helped. So in this video I am only going to explain you isme fa'il and isme maf'ul. Inshallah in the next video I will teach you the isme zarf, isme ala, and isme tafzil inshallah. Assalamu-o-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.